Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. This is a detail of one of those pottery pieces. It's a charred piece of art, and we found out last time that they separated them and burnt them and almost created books with these things. They're incredibly fragile. As you can see, it's just breaking apart in my hands right now. But they do have little characters painted in them in different fashions and in different ways. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at this one together, piece by piece. So here's our burnt side. Over here we'll be able to see a pretty good silhouette in the white. You can see how the nose is poking out, and look at where the eye carving is supposed to be. There's a little character in there in the white. Beautiful. Down here below, we'll be able to make some more. Of course, part of this is missing now. Set this one up there. We'll take a look at this shard. It almost looks like wood, how burnt it is. And here we have our painted character here to the right. Little Indian fellow with his cool hat. If you look closely at the black paint, you'll be able to see different eyes portrayed. Some of them are diamond shapes, some of them are circles, some of them are just lines, horizontal lines. Definitely get a special energy from these ones. They're different. So I'm not going to disturb too many of them, but they're all going to get destroyed anyway. So maybe you'll take a look at one more here before we go. They're really tough to get out once they're buried. And I imagine they were harder structurally when they were dry. So I can kind of see, I mean, the way that they built them so that they fell apart into effigies, into books. Here's a different style of one. You can see how different it is, the texture. So let's take a look at this one here. So I'll show you how they're kind of like books. You can separate them. And each one of these is going to have little paintings of human beings and little symbols and things on it. They are literally books, leaflets here, each one of these, as you separate them. This one you may be seeing pointing to the left on the interior. The colors on these. You can see these. Look at these little black markings as petroglyphs. They are little birds, you can see. This one looks like a bird in flight. I'm not sure what that is. Some kind of little animal perhaps. Even in the white, there's certain things. So this one doesn't have like 50, 60 different pages. It looks like it has a few in the middle, and then it kind of separates itself after a chunk, I guess, to make it more easily handleable. Here will be probably the nicer one that we can see for the main outside image with the paint on it there. You see the smaller eye on the top, the black paint. And then, of course, the other big black eye back here. And then inside of this little cut, you'll see how there's just a little happy little fella right there, just hanging out. Beautiful. It has been an honor to share this art with you guys. We're going to be reaching 1,000 videos pretty soon. So you guys let me know what you guys want these next videos to be like. I think hitting 1,000 is pretty cool. So let me know what you guys would like to see. If you want to see more on-site stuff, if you want to see more on-level in the lab type stuff, or if you want to see more of this kind of stuff, let us know. Here's a really great bird head, just like the stone ones that we find. You can see the great eye and the beak here. It is red, of course, with this round head. And his beak has got a little open spot there. It might have, no, it's carved that way. You can take it off. He has a removable beak. Well, I guess, you know, when you remove his beak, a lot of times there's a little human under there. And then there'll be another, of course, human right here. Facing this way, of course. Right here in the yellow, you might be able to see a little eye. And there's little petroglyphs and things on the sides here too. Well, this is fascinating, fascinating stuff. Never would have thought the level of detail was possible. So, I'm overwhelmed. We're gonna have to try to find some more of this stuff somewhere. I don't know if we will. This might just be a one-off thing, but again, like I like to tell everybody, you guys know you don't have to be archaeologists to learn about archaeology. You just have to be a human. Look at this. Look at the colors, the way the colors snap out. I wonder how deep this section of the art goes. It's a whole nother thing. It almost looks like scenes from out west. It's so fragile. Of course, you guys see the left-hand bird, I think. Oh, that's a nice looking bird here to the left. You guys can see how the head and the beak is portrayed right there, the face of it, and how the tail is done, the ripples at the bottom here. I'm gonna be here all day. You guys know that? I'm gonna be here all day. This is too good of an opportunity to teach. Oh my. I will try to take this. I will try. I don't know if I'll be successful, but I'll try. It is so fragile. Oh, you can't even touch them. Wow. Here's a cool one. The white face, of course. Let's see what the... Oh, that's what it might be. It might be male and female whenever you split them. Look at the one in the white. Notice the way the textures, those two just came off from each other, you know, from the side, but the textures are completely different. Each one of these slabs is individually done. This slab is one slab, and it's got little guys on it. This slab is another slab. I think it probably breaks in half one more time. No, it doesn't. This is another slab. It's gonna have an image in the black as well. Fantabulous. Wow. Oh my. I guess we could take a look at some of the regular rocks around here too. We have some hammerstone kind of things. There's some Wick News 8100 stuff here. Look at that. He gets deep on these kinds, so if you guys like that stuff, make sure you check them out. Make sure you check them out anyway. Let's see if we can make out. This is damaged for sure, but Just in the white, I can see the nose and the mouth and the red eye facing to the left. And in the black here as well, there'll be another little silhouette, looks like with 3 eyes. It's a little damaged. So pretty though, wow. I really do like these rocks, or these pottery pieces, whatever they are. So let's find some more. Geez, I can't stop at this place. For right now, I think I need to get out here and do this right now because it's gonna all get destroyed. As we take off these slivers, there should be more and more as it comes out. I'm trying to see if there was a clay. I think I smeared it. This material is fascinating. Purple. I guess it's called shale. Whatever the heck it is, it was completely made by the people. This is painted and utilized by them. Look at that purple color. Oh my goodness. Inside here, there's gonna be some pretty cool stuff. That's one slab of the book. This is the opposite slab. Looking for the little symbols, the little markings. Oh, I see the interior picture facing upward to the left. Seeing a few of them. These are high level though, guys, so if you're not seeing it, I don't blame you. You could see that one though. Facing to the left, you can see how the eye is done very well. Left side profile, you see how the nose curve is perfect. And you can see the mouth. Look at the color on this. These are cave paintings. Look at the face right here, facing right at us with the mouth, the nose, and the 2 eyes. You're gonna see a few of the faces on the very top row there. The first one being in yellow here is the one that I can see. Look at this, guys. Can you believe? Can you believe? Look at the beauty. That is something else. Let's try to get this side out. It's got a little bit of dirt on this one, but there's a beautiful left side silhouette I can see right off the bat. In the red, there should be just a silhouette, and oh man. Whoo-wee. I'm shaking from this one. Again, I'll try to grab this one too. It's a little cold out today, guys. I'm a little overwhelmed right now. We talked about in the last video how there's charcoal on this. This is carbon datable material. And it looks like a beautiful bird here to the left. So let's go ahead and carefully flip it over to see the color. Still has some of that clay pack on it, but look at the way they burnt it, and see the silhouette with the hair. Oh my goodness gracious, guys. So the burnt section is the outside image, and they may have carved in and put the eye there, but we see the left side silhouette. This is all of her hair right here, and there's going to be other little silhouettes inside of the hairline. So here we have in color, just like the stones. And we're gonna look for the bird on top of the lady's head. Oftentimes there is a bird. Probably just in the, well, it could be facing backwards. It looked like this group of people faced the bird backwards, the beak, I'm not sure. Look at that, beautiful. Can you believe that? The way the hair is done. The way they blacked out the face really lets the hair come out. And then, you know, you see that angle there. It's just a guide, so you can put the eye in there and you can see more of the images. See, now there's just an orange. There's a full image with that circle right there. I'm breaking it. Here's a beautiful right side bird. We can see how the beak is presented, the crest on top, and how the tail comes back to a little bit of a point there. It's falling apart, guys. These are the most fragile things. Oh my gosh. They're so fragile. You can't really even touch them. Here looks like a very interesting one with some orange and black on it. Oh, here we are. That, of course, is the hat. And we have our right side silhouettes here. Just going to start off at the very, very bottom with the smallest one with the clay pack still in the eye. See how the clay is still put in there, the soft clay. And then we can come up, you see where that eye is right. There's a few of them. Oh, just in the clay section, in the clay pack, you can see the eye very well with the little face. See how the clay is different than or the sand is different than the rest of the clay? Little recessed face version, we call it. We can see that shelf eye above it. And then little silhouettes and characters in here. Oh, look at the detail on that eye. See the circle carving there for it? Cool little hat he's got on. Probably left side silhouette as well, you can see. This little character with this little winter hat does reappear. I've seen him a few times. The way this thing's turned out, the left side silhouettes you can see. Oh, and then the big hat on top of the other silhouette down below. Well, there's a lot. There's a lot to see. See the one just looking right at us with both eyes? And it does have a great handle. Here we have our left side silhouette coming out on the back side of this. Back side has some NAR stuff on it too. Here we're gonna have a great left side portrait you can see. Oh, it's falling apart. I'm noticing though some of it that's falling apart seems like it's almost meant to fall apart as you do it. Because like you see the other carving for the big eye in there, guys. Now you guys who are just learning about this won't be able to see it yet. This was intentionally made to where it would fall apart as you're looking at it. Look at that groove in there. That groove is meant to be there. It was meant to hold that other piece. That's what that was. Oh my gosh. They were archaeologists too. They studied the heck out of everybody who was before them. They wanted to know, oh look, it's gonna be a big, crazy, awesome bird. They wanted to know about their people before them and stuff too, of course. They learned probably everything that they knew from the people before them. So they were taking out these archaeology sites too and looking at the stuff before them. They were masters of it. Nowadays we find an archaeology site and we say just save it for later, you know. And that's my biggest problem with archaeology, is that they're not teaching people the updates. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one because it's still in its form right here, in its final form. It's very strong. But you can see how it was all falling apart before, and each one of those slabs, incredible. I guess it'll be the same with this. Each one of these slabs is gonna represent another piece of the puzzle. This right side silhouette I think is fantastic. This is a heavier piece, so it probably has more to go. I believe we have a mammoth, maybe. 2 mammoths usually, right side profiles there. Ghostly images on this one. You see the 2 eyes? With the one eye kind of bigger. Crazy. Look at that silhouette carved in. Well, these are easy. These are easy to see. And they're fun because they're so colorful. Oh, let's go. Oh, we can't see any of it anymore. Look at the cut they did though, right here. They put this piece in here. Separate. Oh, it's a duck head. That's a beautiful duck head. I just crushed the beak of it. Oh, there it all goes. Like we say, that was the duck head on the outside, and then other bird heads are popping out. Look at all that. That is so cool the way they did this. You know, I don't really get into the spiritual kind of stuff of this, but, you know, but I don't think, man, I'm pretty sure like I was meant to do this. I was pretty much meant to do this, I think, because I don't know if anyone else would be able to have the patience for it. And look at this stuff. Oh, gosh. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. Oh. A little bit of a damaged piece. But there is a little bit of a spiritual element to this. I think anytime you get into nature and stuff, you find that. You go to certain places and you can tell the, you know, energies and stuff, like my buddy City Rock County talks about. You get some energies from certain places. And you go there, you're like, oh yeah, this is special. And not just because you're just getting off a plane and you took a flight, but, you know, it's just you feel it. I know I felt it at my site the first time I was there before I was into any of this stuff. So I think just getting the 3 that I have is probably good enough, guys. This has been amazing. So thanks for hanging out with me while we explore this whole different new type of art. Would never have thought some of the colors on these. Oh gosh, the ancient people, for whatever reason, they really made it hard to prove it though. They sure made it tough for us to convince people. How are we going to convince people that, oh yeah, because they can't see the eye carving. They're completely blind to the eye right there. They won't be able to see in that level of detail yet because they don't study stones. And so it's a funny predicament that we end up in, for sure, folks. All right, I think that's it for now. I'm getting chilly. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.